Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Jabby Kaway, joined by the Dirk Kirk, don't Dunkirk. She'll get you. She'll Dunkirk your butt.
I will. It won't be pleasant.
Exactly. I would know. Don't know what that means. All right. Anyway, we're watching Succession. How's it going? So we are watching season 3, episode 5. Thanks so much for joining us again. Thanks for sticking by. I see the Patreon messages. I replied personally. I was like, we're still trying. We're still doing it. There's just a lot going on. This one is called Retired Janitors of Idaho. And if you're watching with us on YouTube, you are seeing a cut down version of our reaction because we can only show a limited amount of picture-in-picture. You know the whole deal. If you want to watch the whole thing with us, just join our Patreon or memberships. Let's get into this. Here we go.
I think I might need a piss.
Want to go back up? You don't want another...
No.
You're old enough, you can have a diaper now.
Are you just looking forward to those days?
Not even a little bit. Maybe the peeing one. I can't sit in my own poop. Even as a kid, I was like, this is not right.
Wow. So many shareholders.
Let the rabbit have some bagel. Those rules are for heads who are going to go to Tampa and leave a rabbit with a big gulp and a dozen cinnamon raisin. A little's not going to hurt, yeah?
Yeah, watch is gonna die.
And then it makes the news.
The sides have spent close to $100 million fighting a battle to win the hearts, minds, and votes of corporate investors and small shareholders.
So much money.
Yeah.
Privately like to transmit a certain degree of trepidation.
There he is, the Panic Meister, cooking up his sweaty spaghetti.
Sweaty spaghetti.
Logan is definitely willing to let this go to a vote.
Keep his channel open. Eagles area out.
He has way too many, like, little code names and whatever.
It never ceases to amaze me how much money gets spent on advertising in all forms of life, whether it's politically or in terms... I didn't even realize that money can get spent at that level for getting the attention of investors. That's a lot of money that could be used towards feeding people, you know, or providing jobs or something. I don't know.
So in that case, I'm gonna leave you with these.
Oh, yeah. No.
You'll remember?
I've got it covered.
Okay.
He won't.
I'm not into that haircut.
Who? On her?
The lady, yeah.
I like it.
If we lose control, just wake me up to tell me my career's over, okay?
We're climbing into the vote boat.
Great voting. Let's just throw it open to the retired janitors of Idaho.
Ah, the title.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to see how you win this with a clear margin.
Is this what we pay the proxy solicitor team for? You know, if I were to give Greg $5 million, he'd go, "Ooh, it looks bad." No?
Where is Greg?
Yeah.
I guess delay the vote. Squeeze Sandy and Stewie's airtime, run the long versions of the speeches.
I emailed a list of assigned shareholders for last-minute persuasion.
You don't want to risk everything on the dice roll of a vote any more than we do.
Well, we lose, we walk. We just move to the next company.
Yeah, with a $50 million hole in your pocket? You want something out of this. Sandy wants to hurt my dad, so let's make this happen.
If I'm that dude, I wouldn't trust Kendall.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back to the table, make a deal, it's there, and...
He's got gray in his hair. He's he's been through some shit. These characters have come a long way since the days of talking shop at a coffee shop.
Hey, Stewie, what's up?
Oh.
Uh-huh. They want to meet. They have thoughts.
Yeah? Okay.
I can't tell what Logan's thinking at this point.
I
He's
know.
a different dude.
They have ideas for deal space for settlement.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why have they suddenly decided to settle? Jerry, Romulus, go and report back.
I think that's smart, but Jerry should be out front helming, so should I go?
We nail you to the cross, Frank, all right?
Okay.
Frank is like a classier Greg.
He's like what Greg becomes.
Yeah. He's just there to take a... He's a punching bag.
Daughter Sandy's confident she can get him to settle. Apparently she knows how to play her dad. Puppet master out.
Yeah.
Puppet master out. This is narcissistic disorder.
I know.
We'll accede to a continuation of combined chairman and CEO roles, so that's all yours. And the 3 board seats?
Including yours? Well, we can do that.
Can we sign off on this?
Dad?
Both him and Logan are falling apart during this
Yeah.
war.
No, he's not doing very well at all. Like,
He wants our costs covered. And veto right over any Roy family member ever taking over as CEO.
oh.
How do I know that he's not your meat puppet?
Oh, I just do what my dad tells me, like you guys.
Shots fired.
We will meet your cost, but no veto.
Yeah.
It would be a shame if you destroy all this hard work over a detail, right? Let's let the lawyers get to work.
Wow. I don't think that's a bad thing to ask for. I mean, the family's just...
Right.
You know, Stewie's got intimate knowledge of just how messed up the family is.
Right.
I just don't think you have the track record.
Roman's a knucklehead. Shiv's a fake. Kenny's screwy. Why can't I get a shot?
Like what?
Europe?
Where's the John?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I just seem to make business sense.
Throwing me overboard to drown? You picked your prince, Jerry. Don't fuck it up now.
They still win. They still have money at the end of the day.
Right, but it's so important for them to continue being the head of it.
Let's get this done and trip to Light Fantastic.
Hey, yeah. I was wondering
hi,
if you were gonna
Greg.
be over here.
Yeah.
That was very Tommy Wiseau.
I've been summoned to see my Gramps today, and I just feel like I don't want to be getting it in both ends.
But look, I may have to burn you.
What does that mean?
Here's the thing, my dad lands a deal today. It strengthens his position. Lisa says the DOJ is non-committal about the case. The thought is I give them you. It's not much, but it's a morsel. Plus it likely gives them Tom, maybe Bill.
No. Oh, man.
They don't want to send bottom feeders to prison. They'll probably just fuck you and chuck you to get to the red meat.
Uh-huh.
Or you drop from the joint defense.
Oh.
It's a good move. It's a good tactic. To scare Greg.
Yeah.
Should have taken his grandpa's advice.
I know, man.
Could have gotten out.
Take his money.
$250 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
I'm helping your grandfather transfer the entirety of his estate to charitable endeavors.
What?
I'm giving all my money to Greenpeace, Greg.
Wow.
Even my part?
That was the first part.
Why? What?
Because you need to take yourself seriously, kid.
Okay.
He screwed himself. He was given an out. I can't even feel bad for him. He was given an out, and he was like, oh, I'm going to...
Yeah.
You know.
He did make a choice, but I think his grandfather is trying to do what he thinks is best for him.
It's not a done deal yet, Con, you know. But we're close. I think the lawyers can finesse the rest, yeah?
Her nickname is Shiv. His nickname is Khan. That's hilarious.
We're on? We're on?
Well, we might. Yeah, they've got nowhere else to maneuver, so.
Do not celebrate.
Christ, Dad, you just said it's not far off what we originally offered. We f***ed this deal, and there are no more deals. Uh-huh. Okay.
Oh, he is losing it.
Mm-hmm.
I really can't tell where he's at. If like sometimes it seems like he's clear-headed, and then other times I'm like, oh, he's way off.
No, I feel like
He's off the rails.
a lot of the time he's just so proud. He's just going off of pride.
What do you mean? The rabbit's sick? What kind of sick?
I am Jess.
Call our doctor. Yeah, if he can do people, he can do rabbits.
Oh my God. He's so incompetent when it comes to life.
Hey, Sandy.
Oh, God.
Are you sure about that? They want to take away the private jets.
What?
PJs? No.
Elitist and out of touch.
Well, duh, but no.
I need a piss.
Oh.
You. Let's go.
Oh.
What do I say? Boss? Okay.
Oh, God.
Stewie's not picking up.
All right.
Carl, damn!
Great.
You got it, man.
He's gotta stand up there and like make up some stuff. He doesn't even know what's going on.
And with interesting things to tell you, I believe, please welcome our Chief Financial Officer, Carl Mueller.
I feel anxiety for him.
Deal may be on. I needed elsewhere. So, Bab.
Oh my God.
Wonderful news. Well, in fact, we will be hearing from our Chief Financial Officer a little later, and before that,
Wow, he's so good at like faking.
in fact, much ado about something.
Oh God. Poor Frank.
You said he's really good at faking. That's all he's been doing.
Yeah. But I just love that when he's like, yeah.
Culkin, yes or no?
Come.
You sure, Dad? Sure you want to do this?
Is he okay? I mean, does this make sense? Is he okay?
Yes, it makes sense. He's f***ing okay. Look, he's gambling the company because he's a badass. He knows what he's doing.
He did get a call on the way to the
You
restroom.
could have mentioned.
Okay, so maybe he knows something.
Why aren't they communicating?
Because he's hella scary, and you don't want to just go up to him and be like, hey, so can you...
We'll go to the vote.
Seriously? Why?
I don't know. I just do what my dad tells me.
Ooh, touche.
I can't help but wonder if the daughter on that side is
manipulating.
injecting her own shit into
quite
the
possible.
conversation.
Greg?
Do you say Greg?
Yeah.
Now, Raven had its
Call
daytime
Michelle
programming.
Ann. Tell her to get the SEC to shut this meeting down. I need a piss. Where is he?
Who, me? Again? Yeah.
This is
He's
falling
not right.
apart.
He's not right.
This is falling apart.
Yeah.
Bad.
You guys off to the bathroom?
What business is it of yours?
I know something you don't. All because of Spielberg. God dang it, Spielberg.
Oh.
Great, you're
I don't know anything.
Well, where did the plane bullshit come from? Because that's petty.
Yeah.
And Sandy's the angriest vegetable. Belligerent zucchini here is.
Okay, just hang tight, dude. Puppet Master's on it.
That tickled me so much.
Okay. Yeah. Not to do like you don't need me to hold the scepter? No.
Oh, God.
Aww.
Are you okay? You're really shivering. I think we need to get you seen by somebody.
Thanks, son.
Aww.
Anytime. Pop.
He's being a really good son-in-law. Just leave it alone. Don't pop up at him.
To rethink my speech, and it'll take me time. So I need time. Thank you, Marsha.
Okay.
Is Dad on any medication?
He has a UTI. Why? Is he all right?
Well, is that? I mean, no, it's not that serious, right?
What, at his age? That could make you crazy. Reagan had one and nearly nuked Belgium.
What?
What?
He was in really good shape when he offered me European cable.
When did he say that? Because he was definitely out of it when he said that.
No, he was cogent at that
I
point.
can guarantee you he wasn't.
God, this is so Game of Thrones.
Says he still needs to make his speech. What do you think?
Can he do the speech?
No, don't.
But at the very least, he should be on stage.
It would be great to get the body up there.
What is it, like Weekend at Bernie's? What is this?
He's concerned there is a dead cat under his chair.
Oh, great. Okay.
Is there anything?
Oh my God. It's like he's regressing. It must be.
Oh, great. Hey, who invited you? So thanks.
What the f is going on?
It's fine. We got on.
You squashing the deal? You have to turn this around right now.
His doctor's on
What
the
the
way.
f is going on?
It's fine. It's all right.
What is
Could you
that?
leave, please? That is an imaginary cat. Now, could you please off?
People are yelling.
Some
was
people.
nasty.
No, you sit down. Don't worry. He's okay.
Nobody should.
Frank
I'm the only one who's allowed to be nasty.
No, there were
Nobody
some
else can
silly
be
people
nasty
and they
to Frank.
found that.
Oh, some weird truths are coming out.
Yeah.
I will hand you over to Jerry Kellman, our interim CEO.
Yeah. Jerry. No, come on now. He's been up there for so long.
I know he's had to filibuster for
I
such a
know.
while.
Oh, shit. Can you, like, call me when he's less scary?
Positive.
I can't figure out Roman. It's like he cares within his parameters.
Yeah.
And he
In
cares.
his- in his own way.
He cares intensely within his parameters.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to sue a person, a grandparent, for example, in a way which is like in an affectionate way?
What?
A friendly sue.
Well, Jerry, we need someone sensible to talk to the president right now,
I can do
urgently
it.
on an urgent personal matter.
Roman, you've met him.
Roman, you get on with them, right? I mean, if anyone here is bootleg Logan, Roman.
That's true.
Bootleg
That's a fact.
Bootleg Logan. That's interesting.
This guy, Tony Tourette's. Are you kidding? Are you sure?
Tony Tourette's.
Mr. President, sorry. Look, he can't talk right now, but, how you doing?
We have decided to accept your counter. We can eat the jets.
Okay. I do just wonder if there will be one more thing, so don't turn your phone off.
I don't think it's right how your dad sidelines you in all this.
Oh, here we go.
4th seat on the board for you. You can tell him that.
Close the fucking deal. Just close it. God. Come on.
Look, I should go.
You got it. You got
See
it.
if I can sell it. But this is
Okay,
this is
you
good
won.
with Logan.
I can sell it.
The future's female bitches.
Daughters, unite. You may not sideline us anymore. We're coming for you.
Yeah, he just wanted to let us know that he's not going to run again. He's pulling out. And good luck getting the kind of access that he granted with whoever is the next president, which, if left up to him, could be a chicken.
Unless we get Con as president.
Yeah, exactly.
We're good. Yeah, no vote. Hold the voting.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What's gonna happen when Logan gets his faculties back?
Apple's still around, baby. That's all. Although Steve Jobs primed, what's his name? Tim Cook to take over. Logan did not prime anybody
No,
here.
because he was like, I'm gonna live forever.
I think I'm just most horny when you're most fertile, you know? That's how it works, right?
Tom, why you asked me when my period?
No.
Are you tracking?
No, it's weird.
For a second, I thought he was like into periods. I'm like, well, that's a weird fetish. Maybe he's a vampire.
Watching the phases of the moon to see when I'm most breedable?
No, I like counted the days on my iCal. It's not
Oh
creepy.
my God.
It's not creepy. No, it's not. Come on.
It's not creepy, Shiv. He wants a baby. Fuck off.
Very pleased to report that a settlement has been reached with Maysbury Capital and Furness Media Groups, which will thank you.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. He can come out with some good news.
Just desperately wanted to be here to address his shareholders at this very important time.
Oh, God, no.
He's a DJ.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no.
And he will be connecting with his shareholders.
Oh, no. What the is he doing?
I'll take it from here.
No, Kendall, no.
Step aside, please.
No, Kendall, you're delusional.
Please join with me in a moment of silence for all the victims of crimes that took place on our watch.
What the hell are you trying to do?
I am launching a foundation in the name of victims who suffered sexual abuse in the hands of my family's company.
Okay.
Thank you.
God damn.
That's cringy.
He's become like this weird sideshow Michael Scott type character in this show. You know?
Yeah, no, it's like the things that he's saying, if I felt like he truly meant it, that would be one thing.
I can't sue Greenpeace.
Like your style, Greg. Who do you think you're going to go after next? Save the children?
Why would you sue Greenpeace?
What would you have done then?
Not that.
Okay, but what would you have done?
I'd have figured it out.
That's easy to say. Like, what exactly, though?
We should hustle on acquisition.
Just take this for a toast, yeah? Oh, God.
Shiv, I'm trying to talk to Jerry about something important. Stop buzzing in my f***ing ear!
Well, someone is feeling better.
I kind of imagine that that's probably what her childhood was like.
This has happened before with Kendall.
Yeah.
Every time he knocks out, he gets angry when he wakes up about the deal being made.
I think your dad wants a word.
Yeah, what's he got? The brass knuckles or the bullwhip?
I have a room.
Am I grounded, Carrie?
I have a room.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
People are like, why did we work with
Exactly.
this guy?
This guy's mental.
I just wanted to tell you that your dad actually already left, so.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Okay, I'll call the car.
What the hell's that about?
Yeah.
Is that a weird power play?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
He's taking it personally. I would have just laughed that off.
Yeah.
Like, naturally, of course.
Like, of course he did that.
Is he going to hang up or is he going to pick up?
Block this number for me.
You sure?
Permanently.
Permanently. So, was the thing that you were spoiled on by Steven Spielberg, was that, did that happen in this episode? Or
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Just for quick context, Steven Spielberg was doing an interview with Times or something like that on stage, and he talked about how much he was loving Succession, and then he just dropped this big spoiler, and I'm like, dude, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm still in the middle of watching this thing. Not everybody's up to date with the show. Why would you do that? It just kind of reminded me of when Bill Gates was on Oprah or Ellen DeGeneres, and she was asking him like the price of ramen. He's like, is that like $10? And she's like, no. Like, he couldn't get anything right in terms of price. It's like, not everyone is able to do what you're doing. I wasn't able to keep up with the show when it was dropping. I didn't even know it existed until it was over. That was a weird comparison. Steven Spielberg, Bill Gates. I'm sorry. I love Spielberg. Anyway, interesting episode. You know? It's amazing how much anxiousness we felt, given that it was all taking place in one location, essentially.
Right.
You know?
But there was just so much like potential drama happening. And then, you know, the stuff with Logan and him just slowly losing his mind. Who knew that a UTI could make you go doolally like that? I had no idea. I thought it just made you want to go to the bathroom a lot.
I guess it depends on your age.
Maybe.
You know, but
yeah. But that was just kind of, it was interesting as well as horrifying because like, it was interesting seeing him regress into this, like, younger version of himself. And as he's looking at all these people, he doesn't recognize who they are. Like, when he sees, was it Roman? And he thought that it was Frank. Or, wait, no, it was Kendall,
he was
right?
confused.
He was confused, yeah. And he's like, wait, why are they being mean or whatever? And it's like, oh.
No, he said only I can be mean to
Yeah,
Frank.
only I can be mean to Frank. It's interesting kind of knowing what he actually feels inside because he's just, to me, he's belligerent and awful a lot of the time.
It was uncovering the soft tissue underneath, you know?
Yeah, of who he was before. Because now he's just hardened and hardened and hardened, I feel.
I had a different take.
Okay,
but-
tell me.
No, I mean, that's just as valid. Maybe you're right. Neither of us know for sure.
No.
But your instincts are pretty strong, I'd say. To me, it was uncovering the soft, because he's got the hard exterior, the hard shell.
Yeah.
And underneath is like the truth, right? And that truth is maybe, it's almost like, you know, when you scrape off a layer of skin and it's like it's more sensitive to the touch, like that's who we were seeing for that moment, is the real version of him for that fleeting moment, even though he couldn't make sense of faces and whatnot, and he was like just trying to grab onto what is familiar and known in his brain for his long-term memory. Like, but it was revealing like how he really felt about things. His anchor, his stability is Marcia, right?
Yeah.
And so just any female, he's done that before, where he thought Shiv was Marcia.
Yeah.
And so that's a sign of dementia for sure, even though it's informed by a UTI. That's just odd to me. I guess he was just losing his mind, his marbles for a second. But he genuinely like has this thing for Frank where he's like, no one, almost like a brother or a cousin.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't get to yell at him, I get to yell at him.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like he's protective of him in his own weird, twisted way. And so him and Roman are basically quite similar in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, it was interesting as well hearing Jerry say that Roman was bootleg Logan.
He is.
Because he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he totally is. And yeah, in that same regard where Roman's very protective of his dad, even though you can see sometimes like just how complicated their relationship is, and not just with Roman but with all of the kids, right? But he was the one who's like, let's just take care of dad first, and everything else can come second. But it's so funny that like he was also uncomfortable like with seeing his dad in that kind of in that state,
yeah,
you know, which is just very much Roman.
I feel like in this particular episode though, Shiv was, I mean, everything is informed by selfishness with everybody in this show.
Yes.
But I feel like Shiv actually, you know, she had her eye on the correct target, which is like we got to make decisions here.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that, speaking from her perspective, paraphrasing, like I understand that dad is a wreck, but we need to make decisions. Roman is like, we got to take care of dad. It's like, yeah, but there's a bomb ready to go off that we got to defuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I thought it was a very interesting episode with lots of layered drama. Even, I wish they held on this one shot, but that's also like the Spielberg fan in me, where you saw, I forgot, something was happening in the foreground, and whoever that was left frame, and we saw Greg on the phone trying to talk to a lawyer and figure out who he could sue. And it cut. I'm like, no, just leave it. It was a good shot. Like, just let him talk in the background there. But that's a very, like, stupid director ego thing. But it was interesting, like, Greg is trying to pivot off of the dumb decisions he's been making. He got roped in by Logan's sphere of influence, whatever that is, you know, and he's become a Logan orbiter, as opposed to like listening to his grandfather, who had the best sense in the whole thing, you know?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I think that his grandfather was maybe, like, he's accepted that, you know, Greg has made this decision. And so he's like, okay, fine, you made the decision. And so I'm still not going to give you everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet. It's like, okay, so you put your chips in with my brother.
Yeah.
So now go all the way, you know, like make your own fortune. But instead, Greg's like, but like, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. It's like, no, you can't. You made that choice to go with them. So now
I think that Greg is a character that is probably relatable for a lot of people insofar as, you know, I think a lot of people have a hard time making a decision.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of that as well.
Where it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of thing. You know, I try not to be too mad at Greg, but he pissed me off. Like, dude, you actively decided to disobey your grandfather and walk away from $250 million.
Yeah.
Like, you made that decision.
He had to wait until his grandfather dies, though, to get that. But I mean, he's old. So how much longer has he got, really?
Hey, I don't feel bad for anyone in the show, is the short of it. Like, I heard you feeling moments of, like, sadness for Logan. I'm like, no.
No, I felt bad for him because when he was kind of doing that thing where he was losing his mind and regressing, there was a memory with the cat, and he talked about Rose, and we know that Rose is his sister, right? And something happened there, but we're not entirely sure, like maybe like she passed away or whatever. And so he's having this moment, and it felt like genuine fear, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, we're seeing him, that more like childlike version of him. This memory is probably something that is just so important to him, and perhaps it's traumatizing or something, and it's coming back somehow. And so I felt sorry for him in that moment, because I'm like, what's going on with him, you know? This poor guy having these like weird memories resurface that maybe he's been trying to suppress for so long.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, I just don't feel bad for anyone in the show. So it was like moment to moment, I'm sort of like almost like a sports team. I'm just kind of like picking who I'm rooting for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just in that moment. And I think I was rooting for Shiv this time around, even though I kind of despise her, because
she frustrates me now as well.
Yeah, she had the clearest sense, and like everyone's just looking out for themselves and their own survival, and she actually positioned herself quite well.
Yes.
You know, she is negotiating with a female and using that to her advantage.
Yes.
And going, you know, us ladies gotta stick together.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I thought that was a good power move on her part. Like, good, negotiate that shit. I think that Logan highly underestimates her and her power and her ability. Like, even though she has made moves that have been powerful and strong for the advantage of the company a couple of times throughout the show.
Right.
And so,
I mean, it might be to his detriment for him to keep underestimating her that way.
I think that she quite possibly might be the most powerful character in the show, and could easily like wipe the floor with everybody. There's this moment where Tom is like, he's turned on or whatever, and he's like, oh, we should make a baby. And that whole scene was very revealing, because it was interesting. It followed a really, really important rule. I think Robert McKee talks about this, and it's interesting because the actor playing Logan played Robert McKee in adaptation. And so, but Robert McKee, I believe, is the one who says, like, okay, however your scene starts, it needs to end a different way. If it starts positive, it's got to end negative. If it starts negative, it's got to end positive. You always have to have that kind of an arc. And so you had that moment where they're kind of celebrating, and they're like, schmoochy schmooch. And then it goes dark, and it goes really dark. He's like, I'm going to go to prison. I need something. And she's like, yeah, that's just not me, though. I'm not that kind of gal.
Yeah.
He should have known that. And I thought that was profoundly interesting, because it's really profound human error that we are all guilty of, where it's like, no, but like, you know, you're kind of seeing it through your movie. right? And
What?
they're seeing it through their
Yeah.
movie, but it's like not lining up quite right.
Well, it's kind of like he's projecting onto her the person that he thinks she is.
Exactly.
That he wants her to be.
Exactly.
And she's not.
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, because he was being quite sweet, you know, although, yeah, maybe a little weird to be tracking your wife's ovulation or whatever. But I think for many people who are interested in having a family, it'd be like, oh, you actually care? That's
Yeah, I mean,
cute.
the thing
I
is,
don't know.
there's no way she can have a kid right now. There's just no way. Because she is trying to position herself to be queen. Well, I mean, in this world, I don't think she can have a baby and still be queen. You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah, because it's going to put her out of the
Picture.
for
Yeah.
a little while. Unless she just like, you know, pushes it out and then pawns it off on a nanny or something to take care of.
I don't think she'd do that.
Right.
You know, she's out of commission for at least 4 months there.
Yeah.
You know?
At least a few, yeah.
Yeah, like she just can't do that. She wants Logan's seat, you know?
Yeah.
But like that was kind of, even though I don't feel empathy for any of the characters, that was kind of heartbreaking in a way, because I'm like, oh, dang, like that sucks, because he is, in his mind and his heart, he's more traditional.
Yes.
And he just wants that traditional thing, and she just won't give it to him, and it's like, he's realizing his errors. You can't have both, you know?
No. But he wanted to marry up. He wanted all of the money.
As Louis C.K. says, he was trying to fuck upwards.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
and he did.
Yeah.
But then this is what happened. You know, he's married to a woman who's more concerned with gaining power than she is about having a family with him.
Yeah.
So
It felt very Game of Thronesy at times. Just the way, like when what's his name, the chief financial officer, Carl was like, "Can we get the body on the stage?" Just like, oh God, like this is so gross.
yeah. No, it is really gross. And
Yeah.
like and even with Kendall as well, like he just made me cringe so hard.
Oh, he's Cringe Master 2000,
He
baby.
really is, like always. But
It's like-
sometimes it's like, sometimes it's fun. It's fun to cringe at the stuff that he's doing. But this time I was like, I just feel really uncomfortable. And I was trying to kind of assess why. Because the stuff that he's saying, it's not bad per se. You know, like caring about the people that died due to their company's negligence. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. But I think it's just the delivery of it and how it feels so narcissistic, and like how he's like, I want to be the center of attention and let me do this, and it's just like, oh God, dude, like
I don't
not
ever,
here.
I disagree with you in that I don't ever enjoy him being cringe. I can only equate it to like hoping a particular man doesn't trip going up the stairs to his plane, or falling off a bicycle, or shaking hands with someone that's not fucking there. I could get really uncomfortable, you know, and every time something goes wrong in the media, I'm like, oh, this is not a good look. Yeah, that's about how I feel with Ken. I'm just like, no, man, just what are you
What about
doing?
his rap though?
That was his one shining moment in
That
the
was
show.
fun cringe.
Like that, he just needs to go be Eminem, and he'll be all right.
Yeah, no,
Like,
but he does have some fun little catchphrases and stuff.
If he just left and went and pursued a hip hop career, he could finance that into the ground forever, and it would be all right. You know, he could go into Eastern Europe or something. I don't know.
He'd be like a Weird Al Yankovic for the new generation.
I don't know. I think that could make quite a story. But anyway, you guys, thanks so much for hanging. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
ACHARA Cook.
Peace out.